Hi, welcome back to my channel. This is Jennifer Scrapping Cane. Today I'm sharing an 11 by 8.5 layout, playing along with Series 18, Christy's Beautiful Life, 30 Days of Sketches. Today's sketch is by Valerie Spencer, and I'm going to take a little bit of inspiration from the sketch. I'm not going to follow it completely. I have 3 photos of my goddaughter and her little sister, and they're just cute little summer photos sitting on the couch. They're not outside, but I'm going to use summer papers from Echopark. This is summer. Have a great summer. And then I was showing you the part of the sketch I plan on using, which is the 3 diamonds that you see at the top part of the sketch. And I'm going to use the metal dies to cut out my squares. As you can see, I've already used the collection on another layout. That layout will actually be up tomorrow, and it actually features the same little girls, except for they're a little bit older. So I'm going to use this beautiful pink star paper, since you don't see pink stars very often, and I just love the pink color, and it matches the little girl's outfits. So that was the reason too. This collection works for me. I love this flower paper. I'm going to use that as like the mat around the outside of the layout. This was a Scraproom kit, so I did not have all of it. I only had the 2 sheets of the stickers, and then I had 5 of the pattern papers. I'm going to fussy cut some of these flowers to use on the layout, and I'm also going to fussy cut the butterflies that I showed, because the butterflies are the opposite side of that star paper. And there was also blue cardstock that is included in the Scraproom kit, and I'm going to use that also to separate the papers. Sorry, I'll quit saying also. Um, Here I have the blue mat already cut and ready to go, so I'm going to put the flower paper down. And I was okay with covering most of it up. As you know, I'm not a very big flower fan, so I don't plan on using this paper again. So I was okay with going ahead and using it. So I went ahead and matted it on there, and then I'm going to put this other mat on top. So that's another piece of cardstock, and then the pink paper. And it's really not that thick. The paper doesn't seem as thick as it usually is. I don't know if Echopark is changing that or what, but it didn't seem that thick. So I went ahead and went with it. And then here's the cute little photos. One of them is smaller than the other 2. That's the one that's going to go in the middle, and it's going to be matted differently than the other 2 photos also. There's no reason except for it's a little bit better photo. Each of the photos, one of the girls is either looking away or not smiling, but the center one, they're both smiling and they're both looking forward. So that was the reason for that. I went ahead and matted it on the darker blue to match the outline. And then the other 2 are on yellow and the lighter blue, which is cloud paper. And I'm going to flip them over, trying to keep them together so that I can glue them back down. I didn't really want to move them because I had them perfectly placed, or so I thought, but you'll see here in a minute. But it does kind of sort of work out. So I took the little summer from the sticker, and I'm going to pop it up, and I'm going to title it Summer Cuties. I'm going to use their 4th of July thickers that are kind of a smaller font. They come in red and blue, and the blue matches almost perfectly with cardstock. So I'm going to use that as part of my title, since I didn't have any other letters in the collection or anything that would work as a title besides summer. So here's where I flipped them over, and they're almost in place. I'm going to use my little straight edge ruler to see if I can get them straight and place them down. And see, it works out. So the little summer is popped up on foam. I did zoom in, hoping you guys could see a little bit better, since the layout, since it's smaller, it's a little bit further away. So with the flowers, I rotated the colors. I put blue on one side and then pink on the other. And now I'm going to put a little blue one and a little pink one on the opposite side. So there's pink and blue together. And then this darker pink one, there was only one like that one. I decided to put that one in. And then these little tiny yellow ones, I'm going to pop in here And I'm going to pop in some of the little leaves. There's little leaves that I cut out from the paper also, and I'm going to pop those in around on the flowers. And I just think it looks cute. I think it goes perfectly for a little girl layout, and I get to use some of these pretty flowers. Oh, here we go. Try to make sure that summer stays in place. It's not glued down yet. I wanted to be able to tuck all the flowers and the leaves in first, and then I will pull the little tabs off of it and stick it down. So here's the little butterflies, and I cut out, I believe, 9 of the butterflies. There was 9 different colors. I cut one of each one, and some of them are pink on pink, so they kind of blend in with the background. But I left a white border on them so that they would have their little antennas. So yeah, I believe there's 9. Yeah, there's 9 little butterflies. And I'm just popping them around. It didn't matter color-wise. I wasn't trying to match the colors or anything like that. I just laid them down where I thought they looked good. I was kind of trying to separate the darker blue ones from each other and the green ones, since they pop off a little bit more than the other ones. And then I'm going to put Summer down, and Cuties I'm going to come in and put down. And I did have to use a capital T and a capital C because I didn't have any more lowercase t's. But I think it looks cute. It's okay. It's the third letter that's a capital. So I just think it goes. It's okay. Put the little watermelon just because it is summertime, and I'm just trying to use the rest of the stickers off the sticker sheet. There was a couple like park ones and different like that I just didn't feel went with whatever I was doing on this layout. So I'm just going to put those in my Echopark stash. So here I'm just using a Sharpie to draw in dash marks to make the butterflies fly. I could have stitched on the layout, but I just chose not to. I'm not a big fan of stitching. I would rather just use my pen and write them in. It doesn't really matter to me. So I went ahead and just did it with a black pen. Here we go. I'm going to add the layout on top of the other layout. And I believe I need to add the other, or glue down the other page too. So yeah, it's not in place yet. I'm just going to use ATG to do that one and lay it down, get it in place. And then I'm just popping up little wings on the butterflies. Of course, those will go flat once it goes into the page protector, but it's okay. I really like it. I think it turned out really cute. And here's a little close-up view, and I will have some close-up photos for you to see also. And then, like I said, I will have another layout up tomorrow of the same little girls, but they're a little bit older in the next photo. And I really like that layout. That's for my twins layout. And I will see you guys in the next video. If you choose to come by, like and subscribe. And again, this is a Scraproom kit. You can check out the Scraproom at their website. I will leave that down below. And bye.